opened the transatlantic slave trade with the capture of 10 noble Taino Indians, he called them. They're not, please stop calling these people that. They're indigenous people here, who he forcibly took back with him on his return voyage to Spain. Admiral, as he was called then, Christopher Columbus, who instituted a reign of terror as governor of the island of Hispaniola, became the first South American dictator. Charge two, in 1493, Columbus, in response to the fact that most of the 1,500 indigenous slaves he had hunted down and rounded up and sent to Spain, sold as chattel in the market, died on the way, thus making the voyage unprofitable. And he wrote to the Spanish sovereigns, King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella. This is what he said. Listen to this man, this fine Christian man. Because he came in with a big red cross on his ship and on his flag. Planted the cross in the ground and his foot in the indigenous peoples behind. Let us, in the name of the Holy Trinity, these are 6 people. You guys, y'all do not worship the same Jesus. You don't. Brother Malcolm made that plain. He said if white folks calling on Jesus and they lynching you and you calling on Jesus and you are you being lynched, who is Jesus answering? I mean, that's just some sound thinking. Obviously, y'all ain't dealing with the same Jesus at all. Let us, in the name of the Holy Trinity, go on sending all the slaves that can be sold. Then he added, they are so timid and nice. 50 men, we could subjugate them all, reduce them to servitude, and make them do whatever we want. That's what Christianity meant to white folks. I want you to be clear on that. That's what Christianity means to white folks. Do you understand that? Never in the history of the world has one people who have subjugated another people, have them enslaved, ever taught them anything but how to serve them better. I know you've heard it before, but you just haven't heard it enough because we ain't dealing with this. We have been subjugated to a plantation theology. My mama and my grandmama, that's all they knew. The scripture said in times past, God winked on the ignorance of man. Now we've come to the light. The Creator worked with them in spite of, because they didn't know any better. They worked with what they had. Even the church was better than this one that we have today. I'm not talking about this one here, but I'm talking about the one that we're confronted with today, which is a collaborator with the enemy, praying for the enemy. Yes, bless the president and the generals, and as they go and kill up everything in the world. Bless the president as he's freaking out in the Oval Room. Page 1 to y'all all right? This is a lecture today. I'll probably preach for you Sunday, but I'm going to lecture today. I know y'all like a lot of excitement and everything, but I'm going to have to get to you like this here. Plus, I was up working at 5 o'clock in the morning, so I'm sure you understand. Now, African People and European Holidays, a Mental Genocide, Book 1, page 32. In his report to King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella, Columbus says, of the inhabitants of the islands he encountered, whom he referred to as Indios, so tractable, so peaceful are these people, that I swear to your majesty, there is not in the world a better nation. That's not what they showed in the movie. Howling, screaming, running with fire water down to their back. And scalping, which they didn't know anything about until the Germans came and did it to them. That I swear to your majesties, there's not in the world a better nation. They love their neighbors as themselves. Now, what they did with his idea of God. They were already practicing. They was already practicing spirituality. They loved their neighbors as themselves. They treat each other fine. Look, he said, look at the way he said it. They love their neighbors as themselves. Their discourse is ever sweet and gentle and accompanied with a smile. Very pleasant. He's not just talking about the indigenous red man, he's talking about Africans because they were here too when he arrived. He put that in his report. They love their neighbors as themselves. Their discourse is ever sweet and gentle and accompanied with a smile. And though it is true that they are naked, white folks felt if you wasn't covered from head to toe with night clothes, you was naked. Stinking to beat the band, wearing the same clothes year after year. They wrote that. Now, I didn't make that up. They wrote that. They wore the clothes till they fell off. They get up in the morning, bust the ice in the basin, throw some water on their face and their hand, and get up and go home. That must have been one stinking mess up there. Women go through their money, don't clean nothing. And then the dudes would go away and leave them chaplain belts on, so everything they did was on that. No wonder they had all them diseases circulating up there. I'm talking about historically what these people were. And though it is true they are naked, yet their manners are decorous and praiseworthy. Columbus goes on to recommend that these friendly and hospitable people be made to work, sow, and do all that is necessary to adopt our ways. After which he displayed these 10 people whom he had captured here. This is the criminal Cristobal Colon, and this is what you celebrate there. Can you stand some more? In that same year, Columbus also escalated the payment of heavy taxes they imposed on every man, woman, and child over 14. What was that? That they had to bring him a halt's bill of gold every 3 months, of gold dust. And if they failed to pay those taxes, what happened to them? Their hands were chopped off. When he first told them that, they laughed. They said, ain't nobody gonna do that. First of all, they had no idea what they were dealing with. We still don't have any idea what we're dealing with. We still don't know what kind of people it is. After all he has done. Many brothers and sisters on the continent, they talk about, well, we're not brothers of the skin, we're brothers of ideology. Don't see him as the enemy at all. After all of that, don't see him. This is what they consider the way. The book of Revelation says, doesn't refer that, behold, the devil became flesh, dwelt among men, was loosed out of his pit, and they saw him for what he was. That's what it's going to take. You're going to have to see him in his raw, because you ain't going to believe nothing else. Not as long as he tell you about Jesus. Now, upon witnessing this horrific punishment inflicted upon their neighbors, the people couldn't believe it. They said, this man is made. They came in, they said, hey, white man, we ain't got to go. We ain't got it like that. I don't know what you heard, but we ain't got that here. It ain't going on. It ain't happening here. But we don't need it. We don't need it. We got what we got. It shocked them. It threw some of them into utter shock that they never recovered from. Some of them just fell dead right there. Bang! That's what history said. They could not believe that anybody would do that. You ain't got the gold? No. And people just fell out. Bye, y'all. Just passed out. Now, after they witnessed this, many took flight to the mountains.